So guys, 10, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
A 24-hour race starts with a Le Mans start, which means that the drivers race to the car, and from then on, it's on. Everyone is in this busy mode, getting ready, preparing everything until the last minute, and it's just you kind of get addicted. You're like in this zone where nothing else matters except getting this car around the racetrack for as many laps as possible. And for me, it means that I'm a communicator. So I'm in the pit box communicating with the driver, in this case with the PHOTON driver. The PHOTON we took actually only for testing. It was not meant to be necessarily a race setup at that point. We built the car for Morocco and we had to make sure it's race ready for Morocco, and we used the European Solar Challenge to test it. On the other hand, the Kosovo, we wanted to win the race. From the get-go was clear, it's time to shine, prove to the world that it still got it.
A race weekend is always special. I mean, for us even more because we don't have them in such a regular way, like Formula One, for example. We don't have a race every week, every 2 weeks. It's like we have 1 or 2 races every year. So for us, it's like the event. And it was cool this year to have 2. So in Belgium, it's quite a different race setting than Australia or Morocco would be, because it's a race overnight. And 24 hours are hard, not only for the car, but also for a team. Yeah, for me, this weekend was especially thrilling because I had the honor to be one of the drivers of the second generation car, the Covestro Sonnenwagen, which had the setting to race, not to be there to be tested like the PHOTON, which was preparing for another race in Morocco. But I had the honor to be in a car that's going at race pace to really push against the competitors, which was also thrilling in another way because, I mean, to race to the top is a challenge on its own. And we know we have a fast car, but it's a 24-hour long race and a lot can happen.
Yeah, and then the kind of unthinkable happened. We used the PHOTON for testing, and then what we didn't want to happen was there to be an accident, and that's exactly what happened. The part of our powertrain didn't function as planned, and blew up in a way and destroyed part of our car. And that's really something that should not happen to you a couple of weeks before the race. And we gambled high, and maybe we lost there a little bit. It was clear this car was going to race in Morocco, and it was clear that we're going to fix everything on the car and get it ready for Morocco for the race. Amazing to see just how everyone got together again, supported the people that were there, the electrical department. That was their job to do, but we made sure that they had everything they needed. Let it be coffee or let it be food or whatever was necessary to make sure that they had the power to fix the car. And it worked out again, it worked out.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
To be in the paddock at all times and always be thrilled about that something could happen is kind of special, because you have to imagine we have 2 boxes. For every car we had 1 box, and behind those 2 boxes we had like a tent setup where we had like a screen where you can sit, have a coffee, maybe have a little break, eat something while still being able to focus on the race, where you had the footage of like the timings, the standings of the race, where everything is like summed up, but you're not in the box where it's all chaotic and everybody is like in race config, you know? So we had like a camping ground. For that we had like bikes. We could borrow a bike, team bikes, and drive there. In 5 minutes you're back into our tent camp, where we can just go into our tents and have a few hours of sleep. So we had a team of 4 drivers and stints of about 2 hours. So we had to switch after a few hours just to rest a little bit and to have always a driver that is focused to the max. Because to be out on that racetrack, I mean, then everything comes to you as driving. The whole team can set up the car perfectly, can prepare everything up to a certain point, but when you are in that car, behind the steering wheel, it comes up to don't make mistakes, drive the strategy that the team tells you, and just focus on not hitting someone else or the outside of the track. I mean, to stay fast and focused over such a long period of time is just a different kind of exhausting, but also really, really thrilling, because of all the adrenaline. When you get out of the car is the moment you realize how exhausted you really are. While you're in that car, you're just in kind of a tunnel.
A few hours before the race finished, we already knew that with the points collected, with the fastest lap we had with the Covestro Sonnenwagen, and the first place in the dynamic parcours, and then the 3rd place in the 24-hour race, we knew that overall we're going to be 2nd in the race, which is a tremendous accomplishment for the team. Especially me, as I already also worked on the 2019 car. Really proud for this moment for me, that seeing this car on the 2nd place, seeing what it actually can perform, that it's a worthy solo car, worthy to be on the 2nd place. It's a really, really great moment.
So for us in the end it was pretty safe that we can't reach the top 2 anymore. And for us then it was go safe, finish this race at the speed we were going, don't take too many risks, and just let them race if they get 1st or 3rd, because if we finish 3rd, we are 2nd. And for us it was quite comfortable then to see the Agoria team and Twente was it going toe to toe in 1st and 2nd place of the 24-hour race, while knowing, okay, if we finish this like that, we are 2nd overall. And that's what happened. After the race, we were 2nd, Agoria won it in the end, and we were just so happy. I mean, it's also from a perspective of one of the team members, it's quite thrilling to be in 2nd place at such an event, at such a challenge. And for me, as being part of the driver's team of that car that got 2nd in the end, it was also just another level of excitement to just know, okay, I mean, I took part behind the wheel of getting this car on this podium, and that was so cool. I mean, celebration started, and yeah, we really enjoyed that.
I think I'm going to stand here. Team
Well done, guys. Someone want to say something?